Are Sofi loans eligible for forgiveness? All you need to know. Introduction. A explanation of Sofi loans. Sofi Loans is a reputable online lending company that offers a variety of loan products, including personal loans, student loans, and home loans. Founded in 2011, Sofi has become a popular choice for borrowers looking for competitive interest rates, flexible terms, and hassle-free application processes. B. Introduction to forgiveness programs. Forgiveness programs are designed to help borrowers alleviate the burden of student loan debt by offering partial or complete loan forgiveness. These programs are typically offered to borrowers who work in certain public service occupations or who meet specific eligibility criteria. C. Brief overview of the article. If you're a Sofi Loans borrower struggling with student loan debt, you may be wondering whether your loans are eligible for forgiveness. In this article, we'll provide an overview of Sofi loans and forgiveness programs, explore the eligibility criteria for Sofi loans forgiveness, and provide tips for applying for forgiveness. We'll also discuss the pros and cons of Sofi loans forgiveness and offer a comparison with other forgiveness programs. By the end of this article, you'll have all the information you need to determine whether Sofi loans forgiveness is right for you. Understanding forgiveness programs. A. Overview of student loan forgiveness programs. Student loan forgiveness programs are designed to help borrowers with significant student loan debt. These programs typically offer partial or complete loan forgiveness to eligible borrowers. There are several types of student loan forgiveness programs, including Public Service Loan Forgiveness, PSLF, Teacher Loan Forgiveness, and Perkins Loan Cancellation, among others. B. Explanation of eligibility criteria. Each student loan forgiveness program has its own eligibility criteria, which can vary depending on the program. Generally, borrowers must meet certain requirements, such as working in certain public service occupations or meeting specific income requirements. Some programs also require borrowers to make a certain number of payments before becoming eligible for forgiveness. C. Types of forgiveness programs. As mentioned earlier, there are several types of student loan forgiveness programs. The most popular of these programs is Public Service Loan Forgiveness, PSLF, which is available to borrowers who work in certain public service occupations, such as government and nonprofit organizations. Other forgiveness programs include Teacher Loan Forgiveness, which is available to teachers who work in low-income schools, and Perkins Loan Cancellation, which is available to borrowers with Perkins loans who work in certain occupations, such as teachers, nurses, and law enforcement officers. By understanding the different types of forgiveness programs and their eligibility criteria, borrowers can determine which program is right for them and take the necessary steps to apply for forgiveness. Eligibility criteria for Sofi loans forgiveness. A. Overview of Sofi loans. Before discussing the eligibility criteria for Sofi loans forgiveness, it's important to understand the basics of Sofi loans. Sofi offers both undergraduate and graduate student loans with competitive interest rates and flexible repayment terms. Borrowers can choose from fixed or variable interest rates and can also opt for interest-only payments during the grace period. B. Explanation of eligibility criteria for Sofi loans forgiveness. To be eligible for Sofi loans forgiveness, borrowers must meet several criteria. First, borrowers must be employed full-time in a qualifying public service occupation, such as a government or nonprofit job. Second, borrowers must have made 120 qualifying payments under an income-driven repayment plan or the standard repayment plan. Third, borrowers must have remaining loan balances on eligible loans at the time of forgiveness. It's worth noting that not all Sofi loans are eligible for forgiveness. Only Sofi undergraduate and graduate student loans are eligible, and refinanced student loans are not eligible. Additionally, borrowers must have taken out their loans after October 1, 2007, and must have no loans that were disbursed before this date. C. Comparison of Sofi loans eligibility with other forgiveness programs compared to other forgiveness programs. Sofi loans forgiveness has relatively strict eligibility criteria.